Beautiful people. It's Wonderful Wednesday. I'm April Roll, your board certified ER doctor and lifestyle medicine doctor online. I also provide weight loss care and access to weight loss medications with the same active ingredients as Ozempic, Mounjaro, and the GLP-1 class of medications. If you are new to my channel or you're a returning subscriber, I am glad to have you with me today. Thank you for joining and watching this video. If you don't already know, on my channel, I focus on 360-degree health and wellness, and that takes into account the entire person and their lifestyle and the type of changes that they can make to their lifestyle in order to achieve and maintain health and wellness. In today's video, I'm actually going to be answering a couple questions from a viewer from this video that I did on the benefits of GLP-1 medications. So Portia G asked the first question, what should someone be doing while on these medications to enhance the effects and to repair their metabolic issues? So I also did another video on, what is GLP-1, what does it stand for, and how does it work in the body? So you can watch that video as well. But things that people can do to enhance the effects of the GLP-1 medications go right along with lifestyle medicine and 360-degree health and wellness. So the first two things is kind of cliche, but it's diet and exercise. So two pillars of lifestyle medicine include a healthy eating pattern that is predominantly whole foods and plant-based. So anything that you can do in order to have a healthier eating pattern, mainly lowering the processed foods. Okay, so what do I mean by that? A simple example is we would recommend eating an apple instead of applesauce or apple pie or apple fritters. So the apple itself is a whole food. You've done nothing to the food besides either pick it off a tree or buy it from the grocery store, right? So whole foods, less processed foods, more fruits, more vegetables, okay? Things that are going to help your digestion and help your body get the nutrients that it needs, but also take in the fiber that it needs. So that's one thing. Diet. Exercise. Now, when I say exercise, I don't mean like you have to go get a gym membership and start, training hard for an hour, doing high intensity training and things like that. Just move more, okay? If you can add 5 minutes of walking a day or, 10 minutes of walking a day, gradual things that you can add to habits that you're already doing, where you can just slowly introduce it into your life so that you can pick up the habit, but then sooner or later you can increase that from, 5 minutes to maybe 30 minutes. So it's just being able to be more active and eat healthier. Those are two main things that you can do while you're on these medications like Ozempic, Mounjaro, semaglutide, tirzepatide, in order to enhance their effects. Another thing you can do, but this goes along with just staying healthy on the medications, is make sure you're drinking enough water, because you can get dehydrated on these medications because one of the side effects is a reduced appetite. So if you feel full, you're not gonna trigger to, oh, hey, let me go drink some water. Let me go eat something, So that's one thing also to prevent getting dehydrated. So another question that she asked was, how long would someone need to take the medication? How do you know when to stop, or what does maintenance look like? So typically on these medications, well, let me just start by saying, people who are taking GLP-1 medications for the indications that they're approved for: diabetes and obesity with chronic medical disease. These are conditions that are chronic metabolic conditions. And so the GLP-1 medications are targeting the causes of those chronic metabolic conditions. So typically you're going to be on these medications for life, right? They're meant to be, or I shouldn't say they're meant to be, but because of what they're treating, they tend to be lifelong medications. Now, the way that it works when you get on these medications, you're usually started at a low dose and you gradually increase your dose under the direction of a physician or a healthcare provider that can prescribe you these medications and are doing it in a safe manner. So typically you start low, you gradually increase, keyword gradually, you gradually increase the doses of medications, and once you reach your maintenance level or maintenance dose or whatever, and you're effectively losing weight and you are becoming healthier, there can come a point where either you're in your ideal BMI, or you no longer have hypertension, or you no longer have high cholesterol, or you no longer have whatever other metabolic conditions. You can either stay at that dose, or you can slowly, gradually decrease your dose so that you're not, still losing weight, or, you're not using more medication than your body needs. So you would gradually reduce the rate. Now, I'm not saying that 100% of the times every person who ever gets on this medication can never get off of this medication. That is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, or I didn't say this yet, but studies have shown that people who start the medication and lose however much weight they lost, once they stop the medication, they gain all that weight back. Now, if you have made lifestyle changes that are lasting lifestyle changes, one can turn around their metabolic conditions to a point that they don't need a maintenance dose that is usually on the higher end. They can be on a very tiny dose and even perhaps get off that dose. But you got to remember, it is up to you as well to make a decision to really, really be dedicated and determined to those lifestyle changes. Like I mentioned before, whole foods, mostly plants, getting your fruits and vegetable intake up, getting your fiber intake up, in order to also be able to get down to a lower dose and or off the medication. But keeping in mind that the studies have shown everyone who lost the weight and got off the medication gained all the way back. So people who are on these medications, especially for obesity, are usually getting on these medications because the things that they have tried before have not worked. Okay. Now, in terms of, drastic diets and things like that, I'm not really going to get into that, but a healthy, safe diet and physical activity routine, being dedicated to that and still not being able to get into your ideal BMI, meaning, the height and weight that you are at is causing you to fall into an overweight or obese category. If you've already been doing all those things and you're not being able to get down to a healthy weight, then that's where these medications are coming in to be able to help those people. Okay. But in order to enhance the benefits of these medications, less processed food, more physical activity. Okay. And people also underestimate the other well, they're the pillars of lifestyle medicine, but I'm just putting it out there. People underestimate the importance of stress reduction, because stress is going to increase cortisol, which is also going to throw off your metabolic pathways and have you be able to gain more weight and hold on to more weight. So reducing stress, very important. Getting sleep, quality sleep, very important. People, again, don't realize the number of processes that happen in your body while you are sleeping, and only while you are sleeping. Okay, sleep is for rest and repair, and that's not just for, oh, I had a long day, I need to go get some rest. Your body is actually on the job repairing things and having you be ready for the next day and good for the next day. So stress reduction, good quality sleep, okay? Not abusing toxins like, drinking too much alcohol or doing drugs, smoking. These are all things that are going to put more toxins in your body and have your body having to fight to kind of get rid of that stuff. Okay, so those are 3 other things. And then social connection, very important for you mentally, to know that you have people that you can count on, and you're actually having love, receiving love, giving love, and having that care for you. Because again, in this journey, it's rough, okay? And you need support from people. So give people some grace. Okay, not everybody has the same road, the same journey, and support is crucial when going on these journeys. So like I said before, diet and exercise, that's simple, like a no-brainer to say, yeah, that can enhance these GLP-1 medication benefits. But the other 4 things that I just mentioned, stress reduction, sleep, avoiding toxic substances, and social connection, are also very important on a healthy journey to weight reduction and reversing chronic metabolic issues. I will be talking more about lifestyle medicine on my channel as well. That was just a little plug because, like I said, the whole person has to be taken into account, even when you're doing something like being on a journey with the GLP-1 medication to lose weight. So that was a whole mouthful. Let me make sure I answer all the questions on here. So yes, enhancing the meds, less processed food, more physical activity. How long do you need to be on the medication? Is usually lifelong, or you are gonna gain the weight back. What does maintenance look like? You may be on a very small dose of the medication, and like I said, have to take it lifelong. The more you up your lifestyle medicine type of tweaks here and there with your being able to eat more whole foods and less processed foods, and being more active and ramping that up, you can potentially lower your dose of the medication. But again, studies have shown once you get off the medication, that weight does come back. And I believe those are all the questions, yes, that Portia G had. I'm so glad that she actually asked those questions, because I know those are actually very common questions about these medications. Now, if you like this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share this video with a friend. If you have any questions or comments, or you want me to cover any other topics, put that in the comment section below. If you actually want to get access to medications like, that have the active ingredient as Ozempic, Mounjaro, and those GLP-1 medications, click the description box below. There is a link where you can click on and schedule an appointment with me. So do that if you're interested in that, or you have any questions, or you want to know more about lifestyle medicine in order to treat and reverse whatever chronic medical conditions you may have. But I do just want to thank you for sharing this wonderful Wednesday with me. Happy Black History Month to you all this February 2025. You see it, melanin popping. We are Black history, okay? But yes, Thank you for sharing this wonderful Wednesday with me. Be blessed and stay healthy.